The world has always feared the end. Not just war, not just disaster, but total collapse. For decades, hidden beneath mountains, deserts, and ordinary-looking land across the United States, massive underground bunkers have quietly existed, built to survive nuclear war, biological attacks, electromagnetic pulses, and even the collapse of civilization itself. Most people will never see them. Some don't even officially exist. But tonight, we are going inside America's Doomsday bunkers. Deep underground, behind blast-proof doors weighing dozens of tons, are secret facilities stocked with years of food, independent power systems, underground hospitals, water purification plants, communication centers, and enough supplies to keep people alive while the world above burns. The terrifying part? Many of these bunkers were never abandoned. Some are still active right now. And if a global catastrophe happened tonight, somewhere in America, hidden elevators would descend underground, giant steel doors would seal shut, and entire groups of people would disappear beneath the earth, leaving everyone else behind. The idea of doomsday bunkers exploded during the Cold War. In the 1950s and 60s, the United States and the Soviet Union stood on the edge of nuclear war almost daily. One wrong decision could have erased millions of lives within minutes. People genuinely believed the end of the world could arrive at any moment. School children practiced duck and cover drills, cities planned evacuation routes, families built fallout shelters beneath their homes. But while ordinary Americans dug small shelters in their backyards, the US government was building something far larger. Entire underground cities. Facilities designed not for days, but for months or even years of survival after nuclear annihilation. One of the most famous bunkers was secretly built beneath the luxurious Greenbrier Resort in West Virginia. To guests, it looked like a normal high-end hotel, where wealthy visitors played golf, attended events, and walked luxurious hallways, completely unaware that hidden beneath their feet was a classified bunker built for the United States Congress. For over 30 years, the bunker remained one of America's best-kept secrets. Inside were dormitories, medical rooms, communication centers, decontamination showers, power systems, and a massive underground chamber where Congress could continue operating after nuclear war. Think about that for a second. While the country above potentially collapsed into radioactive chaos, politicians would have continued running the government underground. The bunker even had hidden television studios ready to broadcast emergency messages to surviving Americans. The employees maintaining the facility disguised themselves as television repair technicians, so nobody would suspect what was really happening below the hotel. For decades, the secret survived, until it was finally exposed in 1992. But the Greenbrier bunker was only one piece of a much larger underground system. Buried inside a mountain in Colorado is one of the most heavily protected military facilities on Earth, the Cheyenne Mountain Complex. From the outside, it looks almost ordinary, just another military entrance carved into solid rock. But beyond those gates lies a fortress designed to survive nuclear attack. The complex sits beneath nearly 2,000 feet of granite. Massive blast doors weighing around 25 tons protect the entrances. The buildings inside are mounted on giant springs designed to absorb shockwaves from nearby nuclear explosions. Even if the outside world was devastated, the complex was designed to continue functioning. Inside are independent water supplies, power generation systems, air filtration technology, and secure military command centers. During the height of the Cold War, officials believed this mountain bunker could become the nerve center of American defense during World War III. Imagine the atmosphere inside during those years. Alarms constantly ready, radar systems monitoring the skies every second. Military officers waiting for signs that nuclear missiles could already be on their way. And the terrifying truth is that there were moments when global nuclear war almost happened by accident. False alarms, radar mistakes, and computer errors repeatedly created panic during the Cold War. Several times, military systems incorrectly detected incoming attacks. Human judgment was often the only thing preventing catastrophe. That fear shaped America's underground world, and eventually the survival industry expanded far beyond the military. Today, across America, luxury survival bunkers are being sold to millionaires for astonishing prices. Some were hidden beneath Kansas fields, others beneath deserts or remote forests. From the surface, many appear abandoned or completely invisible, but underground, they look like futuristic hotels. Private apartments, movie theaters, hydroponic farms, swimming pools, medical clinics, gyms, libraries, and artificial windows displaying fake sunlight. Some bunkers are built inside converted missile silos, originally designed to launch nuclear weapons during the Cold War. Now, instead of missiles, they house survival condos for the ultra-rich. One famous project transformed an old Atlas missile silo into a luxury underground survival complex where residents could supposedly survive underground for years without outside contact. Everything was designed not just for physical survival, but psychological survival as well. Because surviving underground is not only about food and oxygen, it's about the human mind. Imagine living for months without real sunlight, without fresh air, and without certainty that the world above still exists. No idea whether your city survived. No idea whether your family is alive. Experts studying long-term isolation say humans can experience paranoia, depression, aggression, and severe anxiety in confined environments. That's why many modern bunkers attempt to simulate normal life using artificial environments, entertainment systems, gyms, gardens, and digital screens displaying forests, beaches, and open skies. But beneath all the luxury and technology, one terrifying question still remains. Who gets in? Because in every doomsday scenario, most people won't. Throughout history, survival during catastrophe has often depended on access to resources, protection, and information. In a real global disaster, bunkers may become the ultimate symbol of inequality. Some facilities reportedly require millions of dollars for ownership. Others operate through invitation-only memberships. Buyers are rumored to include tech executives, hedge fund managers, celebrities, and former government officials. In recent years, interest in survival bunkers surged dramatically during pandemics, political instability, cyber attack fears, and economic uncertainty. Every major global crisis seems to push more wealthy individuals towards survival planning. Some experts even claim there is now an entire industry dedicated to preparing elites for societal collapse. Private airstrips, escape helicopters, remote compounds, armored vehicles, and underground shelters. It sounds like science fiction, but much of it is very real. And perhaps the most unsettling part is that many powerful people clearly believe preparing for disaster is worth enormous amounts of money. Which raises another question. What do they know that ordinary people don't?
But not all bunkers are designed for nuclear war anymore. Some are preparing for something far more modern: cyber warfare, electromagnetic pulses, and biological attacks. A single EMP explosion high above the atmosphere could potentially disable large portions of electronic infrastructure. Power grids could fail, communication systems could collapse, supply chains could stop within days. Modern civilization depends heavily on electricity and digital systems. Without them, society could unravel frighteningly fast. That fear has fueled a new generation of survival planning. Some bunkers now include Faraday shielding to protect electronics from electromagnetic damage. Others stockpile medicine, seeds, water purification systems, and offline communication technology. And while critics sometimes dismiss bunker culture as paranoia, history shows civilizations can collapse unexpectedly. Wars, pandemics, economic crashes, and natural disasters have repeatedly changed societies almost overnight. The difference now is that modern civilization is more technologically advanced and more fragile than ever before. But perhaps the strangest part of America's bunker world is how hidden it remains. Some facilities are disguised beneath ordinary buildings. Others are buried beneath ranches, warehouses, or remote mountains where almost nobody would ever notice them. There are rumors of deeper underground networks connecting military sites and emergency command facilities across the country. Many claims remain unverified. Some may simply be conspiracy theories, but secrecy has always surrounded these structures, and governments rarely reveal the full extent of their emergency preparations. Because in a real national emergency, information itself becomes power. If panic spread across the population, infrastructure could collapse under fear alone. So many contingency plans remain classified, hidden behind security clearances and locked underground doors. Even today, there are likely operational bunkers and emergency command centers ordinary citizens know almost nothing about. Places built for a future everyone hopes never arrives. And maybe that's what makes Doomsday bunkers so unsettling. They are physical proof that humanity expects catastrophe. Deep underground, enormous resources have been spent preparing for the possibility that civilization itself could fail. Not in movies, not in fiction, in reality. The existence of these bunkers reveals something profound about human nature. No matter how advanced society becomes, fear of collapse never truly disappears. Because beneath modern cities, technology, and everyday life, humans still carry the ancient instinct to survive at any cost. And somewhere tonight, behind hidden steel doors, beneath American soil, supplies are waiting. Generators are ready. Air systems are operational. Beds are prepared. Just in case the unthinkable happens. The question is not whether the bunkers exist. The real question is, if the world changed tomorrow, who would actually make it inside?